All right.
I remember Jasper Graves, unlike some people.
I remember him very well. Okay, I would say that. Anyway.
But we explored the rest of the floors we were on. We found on the next floor up a thing that I can't remember the name of, and it was dead. It was a big spider.
Nyogi.
Nyogi, thank you. We found a dead Nyogi that was just, its corpse was glued to the ceiling. It was horrifying, and I hated it. There were also a bunch of crates and dead Githyanki, or not Githyanki, but Gith, just in general. General Gith. After that, we looted the room, obviously. Found some good shit. We found a dude who had locked himself in the larder, effectively, and decided that we should just put a pin in that because we don't know who that person is. They claim to be one person, but we'll figure that out later, maybe. At the very beginning of the session, we also lost track of quote unquote Bonotto, who we think is a traitor, think is a Sirlon, probably is a Sirlon. In fact, all of these Sirlons are probably him and his stupid Sirlon friends. Because Sirlons can change shape. Gross.
Don't forget the fucking very fun, happy room of strap yourself into a chair and get your brain scooped.
Yeah, we found the Illithid brain room.
Yeah.
Which was delightfully fucked. Trixie smashed the shit out of it because Trixie angry, reasonably. Let me think. What else was there? Oh, we warned the captain, by the way. We went back onto the ship, took a quick nap, warned the captain about everything that we had found up to that point, said, don't let anyone else on board because they're probably a Sirlon, and we don't want to deal with them.
Captain is now social distancing.
Yeah. And I think the next thing we did was immediately walk back on board after going through the brain scoop room, was go upstairs and to see a bunch of angry Sirlons, one of which was charging at us. We saw all of them.
All of them moving towards the stairs as the door opens, and you are able to see what is essentially you gather to be a control room of sorts. The very high vaulted ceiling and a couple of panels and instrument placements that you recognize to be probably ship controls, but do not look in any way, shape, or form like anything any of you have come across or had to deal with. And you see 5 Sirlons moving towards the stairs at varying speeds as the door opens. And with that, Trixie, you're up.
I attack. Easy. I will attack the... Get here? Yeah.
And I will remind all of you that the brown bits is a wall, so you have to go around them or climb them.
Yeah, should still be good.
Okay.
Okay. I will actually move a little closer. Make sure I'm in the range. And I will activate my astral form. To that. So they have to make deck saves.
Okay, which ones?
Take the two that I'm in between.
Okay.
Or take 2d6 force damage.
And what's the save?
15.
15. Green passes. Orange just misses by 1.
Okay. And I can still attack. Which I will do. Oh, I'm in defensive stance, by the way. Tower stance.
Gotcha.
What's the thing?
So go ahead and roll the damage for that. For orange, for the astral arms. Okay.
I did not add my weapon to D&D Beyond, so I have to go actual. Here we go. And I'll attack orange.
Okay. 17 will hit.
Nice. And that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Excuse me, Trixie.
Mm-hmm.
What the
What?
fuck does your astral form look like? Because we've never seen it before, have we?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I've used it before.
We've
Just
I
never
would like to
explained
be
it.
immersed.
give us the
Immerse me?
description. Immersion.
Okay, so she kind of does a power stance, pulling her arms like in the muscle stance kind of thing, and over them goes ethereal energy over her forearms, and so when she punches with them, it like extends, kind of like the energy extends into a punch. There, happy?
Very.
Yes, better.
So, this one, seeing Trixie charge in and turn, like, weird things pop out of her and start attacking, just kind of, like, pauses for a second. And you see a purple glow start around it. And Booker, give me a wisdom save.
Oh. That's my lowest save. 15?
Oh, you're a lucky, lucky man.
Hey.
And let me double check this one. There. Nope. Okay. So that one will see kind of move towards this doorway for a second. Just kind of hanging open and ripped and torn. And you can see that there looks to be more signs of previous fighting that have happened in this room. It seems to be in a very much disarray. Micken kind of one step forward, 2 steps back for a second. Back and forth, not wanting to get closer, but gets a little bit closer. And we'll just kind of reach over the top of Finn. He should be able to go over Finn and over Button to fire at Green.
Let's go, small party.
Let's see here. What you got, my dude? will... Let me read this spell again. He will drop a shatter spell to catch green and orange. Why are you? Oh shit, he's attacking. He's on your side.
I was like, oh shit, he's dropping shatter. For some reason, I was panicking. I thought that was like an enemy shatter. I don't know what the fuck I'm thinking, man. Go on.
He is trying to help. That's gonna be against their con. Let's see. We'll catch green. That's good. And let's see here. There's 14 to you. And -7 to orange. Okay, Finn, you're up.
Okay, so I do have a question. Are orange and green within 5 feet of each other?
No.
Okay.
The distance is fairly accurate for this.
Okay. Then instead... I will step forward. Can I step through? That's like a halfling thing, right?
Yes, that's a halfling thing.
Okay. And now I'm within... Oh, technically I cast it on myself. Wait, hang on. So, Trixie, your dex is really good, right?
Hit me.
Are you you sure?
I'll live.
Okay. Gonna step forward, and I'm going to use Tasha's Caustic Brew. So a stream of acid comes out of Finn's mouth and goes in a line 30 feet long and 5 feet wide.
Oh.
This way? I don't know if you can see it. Like, towards orange, but if I can catch both orange and green, good.
Is it a cone?
It says it's a line 30 feet long and 5 feet wide.
Yeah, so since it is a line, you'd only be able to catch one of them.
Unless you go like all the way here.
Yeah, so you'd either have to go all the way to the other side of green or like all the way to the opposite side of like orange and try to catch blue at the top. Like there's other lines you can do, but you'd have to be...
Oh. Well, I can only move 25 feet, so can I go there and get them both?
Yeah, you'd still catch Trixie in it, but you could get all three of them essentially.
Perfect, then I will do that. Even though it's a little close for comfort.
You can take a hit. So what do they need to roll?
Dex saves.
Dex saves. And what is the save?
14.
14, and you have to roll that as well, Trixie.
I really hope you roll it.
Hey!
Woohoo!
I'm Gucci.
Dex. This is not Orange's day, man. Green passes, Orange does not.
Alright, so it is now covered in acid. So at the start of its turn, it takes 2d4 acid damage, and then it can use its action to get rid of it.
Okay. So, its turn is right after yours, so go ahead and roll the damage.
5.
Okay, 5. Oops.
So I'm just asking, you're halfling, so you have lucky, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Can you do that on damage? I thought that was...
No, it's d20s.
I didn't think so. Yeah.
So... You've just injured it. It's okay dealing with a little bit of acid damage for a minute. Roll me a wisdom save, Finn.
Ooh.
Ooh. So, you see this one slowly start to glow purple over the nasty green acid that you spit on it. And it lifts its hand, little weird 3-fingered hand in your direction. And you see it kind of start this grasping motion, even as far away as you are. And you feel almost like a hand wrapping around your mind. You are considered charmed as it whispers an instruction into your mind to attack Trixie.
Don't do it.
You will now have to attack Trixie until somebody manages to break the hold.
Awesome.
You can re-roll your wisdom save every turn, or if enough damage is done to you, it will break the hold.
Oh shit.
So your new target is Trixie.
Got it.
Purple's turn. Purple is... let me see here. Going to move over here. Roll me a wisdom save, Booker.
Again. Freaking again.
Oh. Join me in the 9 club.
Luckily, it's not suggestion this time. It's psychic crush instead. So let me see how much damage this does to you.
Oh god.
As it starts to glow
This
purple
is for all
like
the,
the others.
This is for all the meat jokes.
Ooh. And it will do 15 points of damage to you as its 3-fingered hand swipes across you, and you can feel just a shockwave of energy rip across your chest.
Oh boy.
Liliana, it's your turn.
Do you want me to spike growth, or do you just want me to single one out?
Who are you asking?
The air.
Everyone that has to move.
I think we should single one out because I don't think they really need to move all that
They
much.
don't need to move.
Yep.
Single one out.
And orange is really damaged. Or has taken a lot of damage at least.
Orange is not completely bloodied, but it is a little fucked up. You have 3 of them that have been untouched. Green has taken a little bit of damage, but still looks pretty good.
Excusez-moi. Moves a couple feet. I will toss a hex on orange.
Okay.
And then I will chuck 2 Eldritch Blast at it. 1, 2.
Okay. 16 18 will hit. An 18 will hit.
Okay, so now I'm rolling my hexes. Ignore the 2 hits on the hex, it's just for the damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also have Verdant's Gift, which gives me an extra 2d4. So an extra 2.
Oh,
What is it? Verdant Skiff?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's an
What the-
invocation. And I will move that.
Oh, Verdant. Okay.
Yes, she is using a Homebrewed class.
Yeah.
Ooh. Exciting.
And that does enough to kill that one, as it just kind of crumbles down with this almost raspy wheeze of breath that leaves it. Booker, it's your turn.
Okay. So Booker is going to jump out to the side here and then go up to this one to get on this side of it. And let me see here. He's wielding his rapier,
Mm-hmm.
and he is going to bonus action. Oh boy. Bonus action throw hex at it. It's hex or is crimson right, and my crimson right is lightning damage. I think hex is better here. Well, yeah, no, I'm gonna hex it. So he'll throw a hex at it. I think that's my only packed slot. Yes, it is. Worth it. And then he will use his action to attack twice. So he is going to attack. Let's do 1. Did it work?
That will not hit.
2.
That will hit.
Hey, I get in there for 11 piercing damage, and then my 1 necrotic damage from Hex. The rapier has Gambit on it.
Mm-hmm.
No, you know what? I will do this anyway. I will have the damage. I will have the 11 damage dealt to it, and knock it prone.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Is that your turn?
That is my turn. Also, don't think the music is playing in your Discord stream.
It is?
It is? Is
Yeah.
my... Oh, my music was really low. My bad.
I think it's just okay. Iris has joined. Just so you know, Joe, I'm not attacking this round. In case that prone was for me.
No, it wasn't. I was just
Okay,
knocking
good.
it prone because I figured that it would be more useful to knock it prone so it wouldn't be able to move far away.
Okay.
But if you don't have to worry about doing
Okay,
whatever.
good.
Button, you're up.
Hello. First, like every other combat with Button, action is going to be to channel their wild shape into symbiotic entity. So they will be gaining 28 temp HP. And then, bonus action, they are going to cast Shillelagh.
Okay.
And then, action! Run up. I will protect you, Trixie.
Alright, and
Or
that
Finn,
is...
who needs more protecting?
Finn is smaller. Trixie is closer.
I could protect Finn.
You could, but Trixie's cuter.
Finn is also more stereotypically squishy.
Exactly. Button will protect the squish. Button knows Trixie can take care of herself.
I really thought that would get more of a rise out of Cody.
Being squishy.
I say,
Yeah.
okay, this one's turn. It is. Can it see you? It can. Liliana, give me a wisdom save, please.
Better have good eyes to see down these fucking set of stairs. What do you want?
Wisdom save.
I was too busy talking shit. I forgot what she wanted.
Oh my god, yeah, Lily's short as fuck and down the stairs.
These things are
Her
also
head-
very tall because they have the fucking eel necks.
Her head probably comes up to floor level.
Okay, 7.
Oh no.
Okay. Liliana,
Uh-huh.
as you see this 3-fingered hand reach out towards you, you feel a wrapping of the fingers around your mind. Your new target is Button.
Why can't it be Micken? Let me target Micken. I'll kill him.
Oh no.
Oh no. We just made these
Oh,
friends,
no.
man.
And this one, it's not super thrilled that you've knocked over him, so he's coming up to you, Booker. And he's not even gonna use his psychic stuff. It's going to use multi-attack.
She can
Oh,
smack you.
shit. Booker's ready for a mental assault and then just gets regular assaulted.
See, what is your AC?
My AC is 19.
Okay, let's see, that'll be a 23, a 17, and a 21.
2 hits.
Okay. First hit is going to do 3 damage as its neck stretches out and its mouth wraps around your arm in a quick bite. And you have this very distinct moment of flashback to the round circular bites that you've seen on some of the corpses.
Ooh.
And the other one is going to do 6 total damage to you as its claws slash out, almost mimicking the motion that the psychic claws raked across your chest.
Oh.
Trixie, you're up.
Let's see. Ranges real quick. Get a little closer.
Unfortunately, Button and Trixie do not know the betrayal that's
Nope.
about to
Yeah.
fucking happen.
No.
Okay. I will move closer this way. But I can be in range. Let's go for the attacks. I will attack with my meteor hammer first. Big sad.
Nope.
I will flurry of blows to get some extra attacks in. I believe it's one with the normal and then one with the astral.
Neither one of those are going to hit.
Damn.
So you come in swinging, two arms wielding the meteor hammer, other arms trying to get punches. These things manage to just seem to kind of dance out of the way, shifting on their multiple legs and moving in ways you're not quite sure how to anticipate. Thank you, Mr. Amy.
I'm very sorry.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
I was hoping no one would say anything.
And this one has already used that. However, he is going to stand up, squaring off with Booker because he can't really get around his buddy at the moment, and is also going to use multi-attack. So that is a 9. It is a 15, and that is a nat 20.
Oh, that 20 hits. Just in case you were curious.
6. Then put down. You're going to take 8 damage from another claw attack, and they seem to be almost, you don't know if planned or instinctual, hitting the exact same spot with every claw attack, digging a little deeper and a little deeper.
Oh, that's bad. I don't like it. How much damage was it? 9, you said?
Yes.
9.
It's Mickens' turn. And Micken, my boy. Let us see your spell list again. He's going to rapidly run out of second level spells. See if he is lucky and finds anything. I will roll this publicly so that you guys can keep me straight. If he rolls high, if he rolls above a 10, he's going to find something to use as catapult. Otherwise, he's not going to get catapult. Nope, he doesn't get catapult.
Aw.
Oh.
Uses Liliana's catapult.
So he is just going to... Well, he's got the wand, so that'll do. He's gonna upcast level magic missile, so he will shoot 3 of them. At green, because that's the one he can see easily. 6, 7, 8, 9 total damage to him. He just flicks his wand in that direction, and you see 3 bolts of magic missile peg the one in front of you button. Ben, it is your turn.
Okay, so please explain to me last turn when this happened, was there any visible effect?
Other than, like, everybody would have been able to see the one reach up towards you. But there is no outward effects on your body.
Okay.
It is an enchantment effect.
Alright. So, Trixie, you saw the steward raise his hand towards Finn, and then all of a sudden Finn turns and starts looking at you. Pulls out a rolling pin and is gonna come smack you with it.
What?
Whoa, what the fuck?
So that is
Oh
just
no.
Oh, hey, you got a
Club.
snack or something?
You're the
You
snack.
wait and see. 1 second.
Hey, maybe you shouldn't be this close. This thing can get a little wild, you know?
All right, so
Do you not see
moving
the giant
toward them.
spinning ball of death that I have on the end of this chain?
Sorry, I was on roll 20 or not roll 20, D&D Beyond, but I'm just gonna do D20s. Okay, I'm gonna be lucky,
Oh.
and I'm gonna re-roll this.
You're gonna use your luck on Trixie?
Does a 14 hit?
No, it doesn't. Whoa, what? Going for the kneecaps or something. And she's like, whoa.
With the rolling pin.
Thank you, Cody, for committing.
There are two types of players that get turned on the party.
Hell
One
yeah.
says, "I'm so sorry." No. The other cracks their knuckles. I've been waiting for this.
Question to Z.
Hmm.
You said this was done via the suggestion spell, right?
Not via the suggestion spell, it is an enchantment.
Okay.
Oh boy.
What were you wanting to try and get at, Piper?
Well, the idea of if it was suggestion spell, once he does something, once he does what is asked of him, the effect ends typically. So now that he attacked,
Yeah, he
should
gets
be free.
he gets to this one with how this is being run. You get to re-roll the wisdom save at the end of your turn,
Oh, okay.
so you can try to break out of it, or if you get damaged enough, you get broken out of it.
You could just not break out of it, too. Just
Yeah.
keep swinging
I
for the
mean,
knees.
this is true. I could do that.
Just impotently like talk.
It's not gonna help you.
Oh my god.
The fire in his eyes grows hungrier.
You didn't eat my food. You didn't enjoy my food enough. You didn't appreciate it for what it was worth.
Oh, I want crazed Finn dialogue as he's like, I'm gonna fucking make Trixie soup.
I'm gonna flambe you. You'll be a creme brulee.
I wonder how moth tastes.
Never had moth meat before. Okay, this one has not done that. Hi, Trixie.
Yo. What's up?
It's going to multi-attack. Okay, that is a nat 20 and a nat 1 on the same roll. And then
Okay.
Please balance.
well, how much is a 19?
19 just hits.
Okay, 19 and the nat 20 will hit. Okay, the nat 20 was on the bite. So that has a little bit of a higher.
Right. Wait, it is. If it's the same as the AC, it does hit, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need a
Okay.
beat.
So it snakes its neck out and latches onto one of your arms as you're distracted by Finn and will do 13 damage from the bite as its other hand comes across and claws at you, and you will take 4 damage from the claw.
So
And
13 and 4.
that one is dead. Okay, Liliana.
Well, because somebody died last turn, I'm gonna transfer Hex to Button.
Oh no.
Hey, what ability score are you thinking?
Is it the same for each one, or no? You picked Dex earlier.
I did pick Dex earlier. I don't know if I can change it.
I do not
I
remember
don't
the
actually
wording
know
for
either.
Dex. I don't think you
so.
can,
Yeah.
because it's supposed to be the same hex across the board.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well then Dex it is. Okay, I'm gonna attack Button with Eldritch Blast. Oh, one net one.
Hey!
And at 24.
24 hits.
So 13 plus 2 plus 1.
You
Only
know,
15.
this
16.
temp HP is supposed to help you guys tank. Tank for the enemies.
And then at the end of my turn, redo my saving throw.
Mm-hmm. So wisdom throw. 8 is not gonna help.
Oh,
Oh,
This is for eating that mushroom soup earlier, you bastard.
Button doesn't eat.
It
How much
was
damage
you,
was that
not to
total?
fuck with plants. 15 total to Button.
Okay.
16.
6.
Is it
16?
Is it 16?
Yes.
16. 16.
Yeah.
16? Okay. Oh
Booker,
boy.
okay.
you're seeing chaos unfold on this battlefield as you're being double teamed.
Can I don't want to use an action for this, but is there a way that Booker could assess that there's some mind fuckery going on because he knows Sirlons are psychic creatures?
Um,
Or
Yeah,
he
so
could
if you-
attempt to assess?
if you don't want to use your action on it, it will be a higher DC, but I will allow you to try and like spot assess.
I will risk the higher DC and a failure because I'll
Need
risk
to
the
not
higher
die.
DC and a failure. Yeah, I need to not die.
Mm-hmm.
So this would be an Arcana roll.
Just a straight Arcana roll?
Mm-hmm. Well, no, this is Aberration, so you get your double.
Gotcha.
22 will do it.
22!
Yep.
Literally double.
Hey,
So you kind of like knowing enough of what you know about aberrations and about the little bits you know about Sarlons and seeing what's going on and like how they glow, you kind of start to connect the puzzle pieces of, okay, this is psionics of some sort. And my friends who I know, because you know Finn and Liliana, they wouldn't do this. They're maybe a little crazy, but not that crazy. You put together that there is some sort of psychic thing that is happening to them because of these Sirlons.
okay. There's some psychic fuckery at work here. And is this Sirlon that's in front of me still prone?
No, he would have gotten up at that point, but I did not.
Gotcha.
No, I'll let him stay prone because I didn't explicitly say that he got up.
Okay. I think Booker is gonna. Oh, he knows he did communicate that there's some psychic fuckery happening. Do I have anything for this that isn't going to outright kill me? Oh, this raises a question. The little amulet of the Far Space Hunter I have.
Yes.
It has an ability that allows me to heal for my Crimson Right die.
Yes.
Is it an action or a bonus action to use that ability?
I'll say it's a bonus action. Because it's only once a
Okay.
long rest.
Wait, it's once a long rest. No, I used it already. Fuck. It's fine. All right, then. This just goes to show that you need to use your hit dice more. Should have used all my hit dice first instead of that ability. But Booker's going to attack the one that's prone on the ground.
Okay. You'll have advantage.
So I'm gonna roll
So
1, 2,
close.
oh,
So close.
almost a crit. Almost a crit, but I'll take 11 piercing damage and my... Where is my hex damage? Hex. So 13 damage total.
Don't you still have your right active?
No, I didn't have my... Because we short rested.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I didn't have my... He had no reason to activate it walking around, so I was like, he won't do so. I could activate it now, but I would be very, very low.
And
And I'm
also
gonna save that bonus
remember,
action.
all of you do have a health potion. You all started with that.
Yeah, I think that's what I was going to use my bonus action on, is kicking back that health potion. It's 2d4 plus 2.
Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to bonus action use that on myself.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll do...
That's
Hey,
good.
that's 9. That is 9 points of health. Oh, thank God. I need every last fucking scrap of that shit I can grab. I still have one more attack. I'm going to hit... I'm really, really wanting to kill a Surlon. I'm going to hit the Surlon that's down again. Please, God. One time. No whammies.
Max
25.
damage.
Max damage, though.
Hey, the first... Thank God. Max damage and the hex for 16 points of damage.
He looks really fucked up, but he's still alive and kicking.
Bruh.
Then that's action. Everything.
All you got left is your movement if you want to go somewhere.
Nope. That's my turn.
Button, it's your turn.
I'm in a predicament.
Mm-hmm. You've seen Finn run off to go attack Trixie. You've had Liliana attack you and it hit. Booker has informed everybody that there is some sort of psychic enchantment shit probably going on.
Okay. How's Trixie looking health-wise? Like, is she okay?
Yeah, she's half health right now.
Okie doke. Alright. But it's just like, what the fuck? I thought we were friends. Here's Booker's like, there's some wacky mind shit going on. Button looks at the Sarlon in front of her. You. Button is going to attack.
Okay.
Oh wait, she has Shillelagh. Oh,
Holy shit! Oh, I thought that was damage, and I was like, "What the
No,
fuck
no,
does
no.
Shillelagh do?"
That will definitely hit. 12.
plus they have their a spore thing active right now.
Okay.
So they do an extra 1d6 necrotic damage when they hit.
Okay.
So an extra 2 necrotic on top of the 12 bludgeoning. And Button does not really have a bonus action economy.
Welcome to the life of a druid.
Yep. A bonus action healing word, but that's only going to go so far.
Save that until one of us goes
Yeah.
down.
Exactly.
Oh boy.
This guy is
Oh.
also really fucked up looking, but he is still up.
Fuck you. If he goes next, he's got to roll a save.
He does go next.
Okay. Fuck this
Gotta roll
guy.
a save.
Roll me a con save. DC 16.
Okay. It does not pass. It rolled a
Hey.
10.
Hey,
Hey.
what happens? I don't know.
2d4 necrotic damage.
And will you believe me, that is exactly how much health he had.
Let's fucking go! Okay,
Let's fucking go.
let's fucking go! So Button just fucking whacks him in the fucking kneecap, and then a bunch of spores cycling around Button just fucking latch onto it.
That bitch dead.
Fuck this bitch.
Let's fucking go.
This one. Hi, Joe. Roll me a wisdom save.
Oh, you think you're gonna get me with a fucking wisdom save, aren't you? You would
Well,
be
you're
right.
right.
Oh my god.
You would be right, actually.
Oh my god.
Damn it. Usually the snack talk works. If you disrespect the dice, they won't stray out of line, but it appears there is egg on my
Okay.
face.
So, if it's 1 or 2, you're after Micken. If it's 3 or 4, you're after Trixie. And if it's 5 or 6, you're after Button. Hi, Trixie.
Oh.
It's okay. I'm okay with this.
She's
You're
a
up.
honestly the better target to select. in all
Button is
honesty.
about to take Trixie and Micken and get the fuck out of Dodge. You know, they can join the Sarlons. They seem like, good friends.
And if it's just to give you guys a little bit more, this is an ability that can only be cast once a day by these Sarlons, and the 2 dead ones cast theirs, and so that's done. Both blue and red have cast theirs, so the only one left is purple that has not cast.
Kill it before I can.
Good. Because purple's about to go down.
So you're getting whacked in the knees, or the attempt is being made from Finn.
Steps over the rolling pin.
So, Trixie is going to use her bonus action to cast Hex on the Sirlon in front of her.
Does everyone in this party have hex but him?
I don't.
It is the better spell.
Mental.
And the ability is going to be Strength.
Okay.
Has disadvantage on. I also realized last turn I did not do my second attack, so I'm going to do that this turn and actually attack a second time.
That'll be helpful. Yes.
Yeah, just a little bit. So,
Roll your
roll.
attacks.
Why? Why?
Nope.
Oh.
Second attack.
You jinxed it.
Nope.
Are you fucking
Oh.
kidding me?
Okay.
Oh.
Flurry of blows. Just keep going up by 1. Maybe you'll hit.
I can't flurry of blows this time because I bonus actioned. So I'm blaming this on Finn. She lost her momentum because she tried to avoid Finn.
Trying to keep
Gotta watch out for
the
that rolling
meteor
pin.
hammer from just like knocking his head off.
Exactly.
Okay. And is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
This has turned into a delightful disaster.
Wait, monks don't have extra attack normally?
They
She attacked
do.
twice. She attacked
Yeah.
twice.
Mhm.
She can't flurry of blows.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
So this one is going to get up from where he has been knocked over by Booker. And we'll look at Booker for a second and turn its eyeless face towards Button. Wisdom save.
Sorry, what?
I need a wisdom save from Button.
Okie doke. Oh boy.
That'll work. Let me double check this. But bear. So you will take half of the damage as it glows purple for a moment and makes the clawing gesture in your direction. So it was a total of 15. So that's 8 damage that you will take. As you feel it, psychic claws rake across your back.
Ow.
Oh boy.
Micken. Very unhappy because just saw Liliana attack Button. And boy is smart, but he's also a coward. So how is this gonna work? Piper, do you want out of the enchantment?
Go ahead, hit me.
I'm going to roll an intelligence save. Above 10, he will okay, let's smack her and see what happens. Below 10, he's too cowardly, and he just has to leave. That's a 12. That'll work. So he kind of looks towards Liliana and kind of shifts one side to the other for a second, seemingly not super happy about this, and you just hear this very, very quiet, I am very sorry. And
God.
let's see here. What is Liliana's AC?
That is a good question. I have mage armor, which makes it 13 plus my dex.
If you've cast mage armor.
Yeah, I've had it up this whole time.
Okay.
15?
15. Okay.
16. Mental math.
So, let's hope this boy can actually hit somebody with a fucking dagger. He rolled an 18 before his addition, so he rolled a 21.
Nice.
He'll take 5 damage as he just pulls what looks more like a letter opener, fancy, pretty knife, not functional knife, out from his belt, and just kind of I am so sorry, and kind of stabs your arm with it. And then immediately jumps back, holding the knife up. Please,
Oh my god.
do you still want to kill Button?
Do I still want to kill Button?
No.
Oh, no. Why would I want to kill Button? That is ridiculous.
Well, you know that you just attacked Button.
I said what I said.
And
Denial.
you're just oh, hitting them works.
Oh, Trixie's about to fucking punch Finn.
As Finn, you're still after Trixie.
All right, well, I'm gonna keep smacking.
Treat this moth bitch like a tree and chop.
Does
Chop
a
where it chop
15
at the
hit?
base.
A 17? No.
A 15.
No.
Calm down. Hold on. Hold on.
Give me them kneecaps.
I will remake a wisdom save.
I still can't believe you used your
I
fucking
have-
lucky feature.
That will be enough.
Best use. Best
Finn
use of
like
the
shakes his
feature.
head. Sorry about that.
No problem. Glad you're back to yourself.
I have discovered wisdom is y'all's weak point. Got it.
Yep.
As
Oh.
this one, who's been being, like, Trixie's made a valiant effort against him. And just see this, like, neck kind of twist and turn, almost like the S shape of a snake. And it lifts a hand. Roll me a wisdom save, Trixie.
No.
Please, you're the monk.
Okay, now this is actually deadly.
How much do you want that payback on Finn for using Lucky?
I do not.
You know, I was gonna roll on Roll20, but something's telling me to roll on D&D Beyond. So I'm gonna do that.
We'll find out what that something is.
Hey, that's enough.
Hey!
You managed to avoid it. You feel the fingers on your mind for a brief moment, but it doesn't seem to be able to make purchase.
Not this moth. Swinging aggressively.
And Liliana, you're up. You have been cured of the enchantment.
What's the best way to smack Booker and do damage to these two at the exact same time?
I don't think Booker can take damage. That's going down.
He can take damage. I'm above half health.
Okay.
It's gonna
Okay.
bad
then.
So
Potion
not-
coming up big.
not-
Just making.
Maximum damage, but some damage.
Do we know Booker was hit?
No,
Nope.
you do not.
That's a thing.
Yeah, so don't metagame it.
Mm-mm.
I'll be fine.
I'll
What could
go.
possibly go wrong?
Well, I gotta drop concentration on Hex anyway, because I don't want Button to be affected by that. I'm gonna toss the spike growth down.
Oh, please don't.
Oh god. Where at?
That's what I'm
It's
gonna
not
try and
going
figure
to
out.
it's not going to hurt Booker.
It's going to hurt Button.
Because
well, I'm
like
trying to
Booker won't be moving.
I need Z. Don't forget, I need a 30-foot square.
Mm.
30 foot.
30 foot. Well, you can measure out a 30 foot. I'm more concerned about the circles and the cones.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Maybe I shouldn't.
Like 30 feet is like, I don't know. If
I'll
you can-
toss Hex on the purple one, and I'll kill it. I'll give it disadvantage on Dex again, and then I will roll 2.
Okay. 12 will not hit, 17 will, so that is a 9.
Plus Soldier, plus Hex, plus Riddance Gift.
12 damage total.
And then go far down the stairs.
Good plan. Okay, Booker. It's your turn, and you see a tall moth lady that you really want to kill.
Yes, I do. Then Booker is. I'm gonna roll for this. If it's above 20, good thing. Or above 10. Sorry. Okay, cool. I'm not going to activate my blood right for this, my crimson right, but Booker is going to full tilt charge to stab Trixie in the back.
And technically, you are flanking with a current ally.
I was about to ask, like, do I get advantage
Currently,
in the most cursed fashion ever?
currently you are aligned with purple, so yes.
Oh, no.
Well.
That's showbiz.
As
That'll
a
hit.
25 hit.
That'll hit.
13 damage, because I always go with the first damage.
The hex
Doozy.
doesn't
Yes, I
apply.
do.
But actually, no, he doesn't need to do that. I was going to say, oh, I could trip her, but no, I won't. I don't actually need to do that because that'll just give me advantage. So there's no reason to do that. But I have one more attack, and
An 11. 24. 24 total damage.
just all of a sudden, Booker heel turns, brushes across the room over top of Finn's head. There's like a little brush of wind, and then there's the piercing sound as a rapier goes right through Moth.
I'd like to reaction cast Close Wounds.
Yes, you can.
Those wounds? What is that?
It's one of the 3.5 homebrews.
Alright. Close Wounds. A reaction heal.
Then
Creature of your choice that has just taken damage from any source regains hit points equal to 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Roll that 1d4.
Oh.
you're good.
I didn't roll it.
Oh, I had 1 HP left. After
Yeah,
all
see,
that.
you're good.
Do I really not have a fucking... I don't have a d4 button? The fuck, man? Okay. Sorry. That would be 3 plus 5, 8.
Hey, that almost undoes a full hit.
Okay, so 9 HP. Cool.
You're good. You're
Yeah.
good.
Trixie getting all cocky with this thing, only to get literally stabbed in the back.
Twice.
Twice.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Really? You too?
Is that your
Look-
turn, Booker?
Oh. Is there anything I can do with a bonus action? Uh, how against Trixie am I really?
I swear to God, if you damage her when I thought your turn was over...
You're not like blinding rage. It's just like, okay, I need to like medium against Matrix.
Medium. Okay, so 2 successful hits I think is good.
Yeah.
Okay, then that'll be my turn. There's nothing I can
Okay.
really do with my bonus action.
Roll your wisdom save.
That'll
That'll do it.
Hey. Pulling the rapier out of Trixie's abdomen, and then like the eyes stop glowing, and he's like, "Oh hell!"
I still want Button to hit him.
Glad you're back with us.
No,
Ow.
we can't tell visually. We can't visually tell. There are
He
no
could say
visual
sorry.
fucking tells.
He just said sorry.
He said, "Aw, shit."
He said, "Oh hell," and then
Oh,
like
hell.
his face sunk. So he didn't say anything like, "Oh no, I'm Trixie. Oh my god." But
See, that "aw, hell" could also be, "Ah, hell, I didn't kill her in one hit."
oh no, she's still standing.
Button, it is your turn, so it is up to you who you want to hit.
If you hit me, I won't hold it against you.
On one hand, here's the thing. I really want Button to hit Booker because it makes sense. Because that is that is Button's fucking friend.
Do it. Do it.
However,
There's also
Trixie also needs
Do
to
it,
hit
you coward. Hit me.
Trixie did say, "Glad you're still with us" as well.
Did she?
That's what I said in response, but if... I don't know. If that's how Booker is talking, I guess.
Just chaos roll it yourself, Amy. Chaos roll
Do
it,
it.
and
Oh, that is the line. What is it?
Keep in mind, Trixie's at 9 HP.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing. That's like Button is just like, our Button really wants to hit Booker. Button really wants to fuck.
Then
Button
do
might hit
it.
Booker after this.
Do it. Kill me.
However,
Don't do it.
Trixie is still next to enemy. Button is going to.
And this enemy looks pretty fucking healthy.
Yeah,
You have two of them that look really fucking healthy right now.
yeah, and Trixie is oofed. Okay, so. Alright, I have a big brain idea. What is this? This is an action to cast? Okay, this might be worth it. This might not be worth it. You know what? We'll fucking find out. Button is going to steal on the very fucking. They don't have teeth, however, but the skin of their fucking teeth steal their fucking impulse to hit Booker. And Button is going to cast Aura of Vitality as their action. And bonus action, they're going to 5 healing to Trixie.
So, total of 10 or just 5?
It would be just 5. What I remember of Aura by Vitality.
Yes, it's only 2d6. There's no. However, it's a bonus action 2d6 every turn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't get heals upon cast. You get heals from the bonus action activation of it.
Yeah. So that is Button's turn. Button's going to move over here.
I would say, actually, I'm not helping you guys. I'm helping you guys.
You really should.
You could.
We're fine.
You could give me advantage or something. If you wanted to.
It's true. I could, right?
Ow.
Getting on the other side of this thing.
Yeah, Button can move. That's long enough. Button is going to tap 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 tap.
Mm-hmm. Because remember, true flanking gives you advantage.
Mm-hmm. That's Button's turn.
That one is dead. This one is not. This one. Well, you've broken out of his control. So he's a little cranky. And come up behind Booker. And multi-attack.
Got a mosh pit of people over here.
Come on, hit me.
What's your AC again?
19.
You are very lucky, sir. None of them hit. Trixie, your turn.
Let's try this again. Once
Advantage.
more with feeling.
Once more with power of friendship.
Yeah, the power of friendship.
Mm-hmm. Let's go!
22 will hit.
That's the first hit. And I'll... Oh, and Hex. I got Hex too.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a D6. And then I will... Flurry of blows.
Other attack. Second attack.
Level monk are you?
Second attack. You're right.
Yeah, second
level?
attack. Yeah, you're...
I thought I had to
monk,
flurry
right?
of blows first, but okay. I shall...
Nah, you have an extra attack from your attack action, and then bonus action flurry of blows.
God.
That'll hit too.
And does Hex hit twice?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's
That's
for every
why.
hit.
Each time you hit it, yep.
Okay.
That's why people like Hex so much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And then flurry of blows.
Hex on a monk is really good.
I'm just gonna do both of the flurry of blows. And then the hexes.
And that'll kill it. How do you want to kill it?
I want to squash it. Just over the head, multiple meteor hammers. It is tiny and squishable, and then kick down and squish.
It's the fucking power up in Super Mario Smash, the fucking hammer.
That's what happens when you make the monk angry.
Mm-hmm.
And because I can still move. You know what? Let's just get over here, yeah? Right here. That'll work, right? That counts for flank?
Yep.
There you go. That's what'll be my turn.
Okay.
Oh, I will move the hex to red.
To red. Okay. And as you move to flank, this one will flank you.
Oh,
And will multi-attack. Okay. Your AC is 19 as well?
Correct.
Means 2 of these hit. One
no.
with a 19, one with a 21. So, it is the bite that hits first. 8. Would you believe me if I said it rolled 9 exactly on the damage?
Okay.
you're fine because you got healed for 5, remember?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Did you not apply your healing?
I did apply it, but I forgot that I healed.
Okay, good.
And
I was about to
then-
say, the fuck?
The second one that hits is 4 total damage.
Yeah.
You're back down to 1 HP if my numbers are
Yep.
correct.
Yep.
Is there a third attack coming?
Nope, the third one missed.
Okay. Let a reaction cast close wounds again. Jesus Christ.
Thank you, Button.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Roll your to heal.
Oh my god. It's a D4 plus your spellcasting mod. Seven.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. 7 heals, Trixie. Button is keeping you alive. Just barely.
And Micken will kind of like starts to like go backwards down the steps when Liliana like hops backwards as well. And is like, no, I actually need to see. And goes back forward a step. And will cast create bonfire at red. She'll do fire damage with a dex save if it hits. It fails, I should say. Okay. So he will create a little bonfire right here. Right at the top of the stairs, so it only will hit red. However, if the two of you move into, or anybody moves into that square, you're gonna get hit. And let's see. Dexterity 1 shy of saving. So that is a d8 of damage. Okay. So you see Micken kind of twist and flick his wand towards the ground at the top of the stairs, and a like little sphere of flame flickers into life and catches the closest legs of this Sirloin on fire for a second before it kind of stomps it out with its cloven hooves. And it will do a little bit of damage. Not a lot, but a little bit.
Damage is damage.
Finn, you're up. And you no longer want to kill Trixie.
Right. And so you said we can use an action to force feed someone a healing potion, correct?
Yes. If you're giving it to
Can
somebody else, you can use your action.
Can we also apply that to snacks?
Sure.
Great. Okay. So Finn is going to look at Trixie and just look morose, reach into his little satchel, pull out a tart, and attempt to shove it in her mouth while apologizing and during the apology casting healing word.
I'm sorry.
You do have to go over to her. You do have to be next to the person to force feed them anything.
Oh shit, I thought she was right here. But okay, yes. Boom.
Just get jumped
So-
by the halfling chef again.
Not again. I have this mental image of Finn tossing them into the air and Trixie catching them in her mouth.
Oh my god.
It's a Scooby snack.
Yeah.
Okay, so that will be 3 temporary hit points. And then 1d... Where'd it go? 1d4 plus 6. So 9 regular hit points.
Okay, cool. I feel safer now. I feel much safer now.
Okay, and is that your turn, Finn?
Yes, it is.
Okay, both of these are dead, so it's Liliana's turn.
Well, I will.
Quick,
toss
we're all
my-
bunched up, and only the player characters have been moving for a while.
Shit!
Like-
Now's my chance.
We don't stand a chance.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I'll toss Hex onto the red one. And then I will chuck an Eldritch Blast. As the prophecies foretold.
Those will hit.
Also hit.
Ow.
Hexes, 2 Remnants gifts.
That's like way more than the average warlock.
That's
Fucking mental.
21 plus
10.
35 damage
35.
on a cantrip. One cast of a cantrip.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Warlocks, man. Eldritch Blast machines.
And Hex, and Burden's gift.
Okay, this one looks very fucked up, but it is still standing.
I'm still standing.
Hooker, you're up.
Okay. Booker is fucked up, but there's 2 left. He is going to bonus action activate his Crimson Right because at this point it's basically in the bag. So what's another
Don't
2
say
hit
that.
points? Yeah, so since we've basically got this one, Booker's going to just scooch, get the flank, and he is going to attack twice with his rapier. Oh,
Those will not hit.
Advantage though.
Yeah, so you
that
do.
that the first one doesn't hit. The second one I have
That will hit for 11 damage.
a 11 damage plus my hex is on this fucker,
Blue,
so I
yeah.
haven't gotten that, but I do have my Crimson Right, which will deal 2 lightning damage.
So
And that will kill him.
Hey, thank God.
How do you want to kill
And-
Red?
Booker's going to swipe at it once and miss, and then go for pull his arm back and stab straight into its throat-like thing. I assume it's still just a standard throat.
Yes.
I guess, but yeah, he'll go for a rapier poke straight into the throat, and then he'll sidestep it and use whatever is left of his movement to get over here.
Okay. Button.
I have a question.
Yes.
Who looks more fucked up? Trixie or Booker?
Booker's not that bad. He's about at half health.
Trixie is just under half.
Tap, 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 tap. Run up. Bonus action 2d6 to Trixie.
Oh. You're like, running! Bonus action, heal.
Action! Bunk.
Okay.
I found my bonus action economy, Z. I found it.
Go ahead and
Fucking
roll at
shillelagh, man.
advantage.
Bruh.
Okay. 13 damage.
Plus a d6. Because I still have 4 temp HP. So I still get that d6. Another 2.
And that will kill it. How do you want to kill
Hey.
it?
Alright. I imagine button tap 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 as they were moving, their aura of magic revitalizes Trixie a little bit, mending some wounds. The button skids to a stop and just almost baseball bat like as they're stopping, skidding to a stop, they use all of that momentum and they keep the quarter step moving and they clip this thing right on the fucking heels and it falls flat before button just fucking smash on the face.
Okay. So you have managed to kill all of them. I will, before we move on and do anything, your aura of vitality lasts a minute, if I remember correctly.
Yes, it does.
So you have used it twice.
Yes.
So that you have 8 more that you can roll and apply
Please.
as you would like. And I will say, Mikan will kind of look at Liliana and do that anxious side to side thing for a second, and then just I'm sorry, and will pick Liliana up and run up, holding out to button, I hit her.
Set her down. Okay, so I get 8 more, right? I'm just gonna just spam this real quick.
Wait, before you do
What?
that.
Okay.
So, before you do that, because last time there was a lot of indecision and oh, you take this one or I'll take that one. Just target someone X times and say you get this.
Yeah.
To
Okay.
prevent the hand wringing over who takes what.
Okay. Lily, first one to Lily.
Okay.
You get 6.
Perfect. Hell
Are
yeah.
Are you full up?
That should be, because he didn't hit you very hard with a dagger.
37 out of 48.
Oh, you were damaged from previous stuff?
But that's what my sheet says.
You cut out.
I said, I do not remember it happening, but my sheet says I was damaged prior. So,
37 out of 48. I don't remember the last combat we did.
Oh, wait, Liliana wasn't here for the short rest, that's why.
Hmm.
oh, did I not heal after that? Okay.
Yeah, I'll
weren't
say that
here
you
for that
can
session.
get to full health, because I imagine you would have spent a hit die or two.
Okay. So
Just
that
to
would
be
top
fair to
off
you.
that would top off Lily. So that leaves what, 7 left?
Yes.
Okay. Did Finn get hit at all?
Nope.
Okay. We're gonna do this back and forth, alright? You guys ready?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Trixie, 7. Booker, 4.
4.
Trixie, 11. Let
I'm
me know when you're
full
full.
health.
You're full? Okay. Booker, 7.
7.
Booker, 12.
12. 3 left.
Booker, 6.
I'm at full.
All right, and Button is going to use this last one. Last chance. Any takers? Anyone else hit?
I think you have 2 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you have 2 left.
7.
I have 2 left? Oh, shit. All right. I think last chance. Everyone's healed?
Yeah, everybody else is healed.
All right. DM, I'd like to say that these last 2 get dispersed and good vibes all around.
Good vibes.
Good
For a
vibes.
second, I thought you were going to say, DM, these next 2 go out to you.
Gonna heal these monsters round 3, bitch. No.
I gotta be right back to the door. Someone knocking at the door.
Yeah.
We can take a quick bathroom drink break.
We did it.
I found my bonus action economy. It's just gonna take a long ass time. The curse, everything is in action.
Yep.
Using my wild shape abilities in action.
Yep.
And setting up the aura vitalities in action.
The action economy for druids means that they are a long setup, and then the like whole shit of like everything at higher levels is all concentration spells. So like those are the 2 main gripes for the druid. If you're in a combat that lasts long enough, or you're able to like preset things up, druids are fucking insane. It takes a minute.
Mm-hmm. God.
But hopefully that felt decent as far as power level in the combat, because that's kind of the right on the edge that I want to maintain. Very close to
Oh, that
going
felt good.
down.
It was... Oh my god, I was really concerned there for a second.
I felt pretty good about it. That was like 6 to 7 out of 10 difficulty, where like 8 to 9 out of 10 is someone goes down.
Yeah. I was more so concerned when we had more than half the party mind controlled.
True, yeah. It could have gone real bad real quick.
Yeah.
But the other thing is the mind control, because we save every round,
Mm-hmm.
it's at least not as bad as like not as bad as it could have been in terms of our ability to undominate ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it was relatively low save. It was just that you guys were rolling like shit there for a minute.
Yeah.
I could not save you from your own rolls.
Truth.
Because the
Yeah.
threshold was 13 or 14, depending on which of these things was casting it.
Just a bunch of 8s.
Yeah. I thought you did it well. I thought that was a good combat.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay, this.
Bathroom. I'll be right.
Oh, that's cute. Aarakocra.
This is gonna sound delayed as fuck, but yes, it is a cute Aarakocra. I know you would enjoy.
Bird.
Bird. Man, I kind of regret not hitting Booker.
Should have hit me.
I really should have.
But I
However,
would have been okay with it. I
technically,
gave
you
you
still
permission.
have some more vitality left over.
That is
that
true.
is true.
You couldn't try and kneecap him really fast and then just heal him up afterward.
Stomp on his foot. Fucking square up, bitch.
How dare smack, and then just like pat heal.
Yes. How dare you? First of all, how dare you? Second of all, how could you? Third of all, why would you?
This music is
that
gross.
that button smacked Booker.
You making it? So you hit? You're saying you want to have hit Booker? You have to roleplay it out.
Okay,
No
okay.
freebies.
Okay. I was asking, like, hey, can we do that? And then button heals with the aura of vitality.
Yes, I will permit this, so long as you roleplay it out.
Okay, let me know when is time to press play.
Did
If
Iris
that is alright
return?
with you, DM. What'd you say?
So you're asking if Iris returned.
Not yet, no.
Okay.
I imagine this would have happened immediately. Because it's a bonus action. One can still attack. Ow.
Oh, and yes, this music is morose, Joe. You're on a fucking Nautiloy where they pull people's brains out.
It's good. It's good, morose. It's very, very Souls-like.
Gotta go talk to Mr. Amy. Wish me luck.
Somehow I imagine Micken carrying Liliana is very similar to like fucking carrying like a porcelain doll. Trying very, very hard not to like squeeze too hard, just like, I'm sorry, like full arm's length out front.
come back. I opened the door and I went, no way! And he was like, no way! Apparently
You
it was
have
real
any-
disbelief.
Okay. I was about to say, do you have any idea what he's excited about?
No, apparently it was real disbelief, though. He said he was sorry. He's been trying to stay quiet.
Aw.
Mm-hmm.
He's good for the most part.
Yeah.
He just has an impeccable sense of timing.
Mm-hmm. He said the Hoya was to be funny. The no way was actual disbelief over something. Oh, and guess whose AC is out again?
Oh no.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
In Florida.
Yep.
And I applaud Cody, Joe, and Piper for leaning into the let's kill the teammate.
That was fun.
Listen,
I can't.
all respect to the teammates, but I gotta do my part. It's not a real RP if you don't go for your throat sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Cody using Lucky with no hesitation.
Hell yeah.
Props to you.
Although it
I mean,
was
you're the one. Oh no, it was Iris the one that brought it up.
Oh boy.
crazed
that was
small
before-
chef.
I think that was before you were mind controlled, though.
Yes, Iris brought it up to Cody before Finn got mind controlled. But that's why you don't bring death
Honestly,
mechanics.
would have forgotten about it otherwise.
Mhm.
So
I'll be sure
Wanted
not
to
to be
make
a team
peace
player
there.
next time. Got it.
Welcome back, Iris.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, I don't mind. I am happy you all went to kill Trixie.
Button is not. Button is about to
Send me
smack
around.
Booker.
It's a sign of affection.
Be happy that everybody ended up like targeting Trixie and Button for the most part, rather than one of the three squishies.
Yeah. Could you imagine if the three melees targeted Finn or Lily?
Yep, that would not be good.
Oh.
But since everybody's back, I believe there is a moment of RP that is meant to happen.
I don't know. Is there, Amy? Hmm?
Hmm. Yes. Because, like, yeah, Finn tried to hit her, but Finn missed. And Finn didn't do much damage. Booker almost fucking killed her.
Booker took almost half her health.
Yeah. Like, Jesus Christ.
I just want to say, right before you interrupt Booker, he will take 2 steps over to Trixie.
No. You get interrupted. Button is not letting you get in your fucking Trixie. Back the fuck up.
He's halfway through saying I'm starting the apology, and then you interrupt him. Go on, do your bit.
Back up first. Back your fucking token up. Button doesn't let you get close.
Hey, I just wanted the button gets pushing like, Jesus, what the? I'm trying to say
Whack
something.
you in the fucking kneecap.
Ow! What are you doing?
Roll to
over.
see if you actually hit.
Yeah, I know. I gotta roll. Dude, I gotta roll.
I mean, Booker's not gonna resist. You can clop him in the knee. It's roll if you want to deal damage. Either way, I'm going to
cool
say
with
it
you
hooks
anyway.
him.
I've got like 2 extra fucking things. I fucking hit.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you, Booker.
And that's exactly the amount you heal with those last 2 as well.
Yeah, it is. A balance, as all things should be.
Okay, so you interrupt him, and it's more than a little like knock in the shins. It's more of like a baseball swing that would splinter the bat. To which Booker's like, "What the fuck are you doing? You out of your goddamn mind? What do I do?" You heal him. He's like, "What the fuck?"
You almost killed her.
Well, yeah, it's not like I wanted to.
You
I
do
was in the middle of
realize.
apologizing.
You
could
do
have fooled me.
realize. You do realize that that was an enchantment, yes? You should not hold it against him.
I am not holding it against him. Button gestures to their staff, and they hold out their hand and heal him. The matter is done.
Booker like
However,
rubs his knee, straightens his jacket a little bit.
do not do that again. If you can help it. I understand if there are extenuating circumstances.
Booker gives like a very blasé look to Button, and then raises an eyebrow, and will look up to Trixie, and with a more earnest expression, in a kind of warrior's mutual respect look, and he will just nod and mouth the word sorry. Kind of not wanting to get any more words out.
Trixie will put one of her arms around Finn, drag him over, so she can put her other arms around Booker. Like, hey, it's no problem. We're all friends here. Though, you should get better at apologizing. She kind of taunts a bit. And when she puts her arms, one over his shoulders, one kind of around his waist a bit, same for Finn, she squeezes just a little tighter than necessary.
Wait.
Maybe a few back
He
cracks,
has-
who knows?
Her
Okay,
arms
that's
around
what you
them
meant.
simultaneously?
Yeah, she has 4 arms.
Oh, right. Okay, so she'll be a little bit less lopsided, because isn't Booker like 6 feet?
She's
Probably
taller than
picks up.
Booker.
Yep.
Finn has
Probably
been
picks
picked
them
up.
both up.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
Finn
I
has been
am
picked up.
off the ground. Okay, got it.
I imagine Finn might be like sitting on her lower arms while her upper arms are around like his shoulders, essentially.
Okay.
And yeah, she squeezes just a little tighter than necessary.
Oh.
We're all friends here.
Booker looks like a cat that wants to be let go of. And he will just very calmly and enthusiastically just slip out of the hug and be like, "Yep, all well and good."
I fed you a tart.
Oh yeah, we're even. She says to Finn, "You owe me a drink."
Fine, I'll get you a drink. I can be amenable to that.
And it better not be bottom shelf.
It raises his eyebrows a little bit, gets a
Finn
little offended,
snickers.
he just goes, "I would never. I'm a man of standards."
I'll hold you to it.
He does the like, "Oh, okay, we got a fucking badass over here." Like, "Oh, some drink expert." Like, I'll buy you a drink. And he looks at Button very pointedly and raises an eyebrow and looks back at Trixie and just goes, "And I am sorry. It wasn't my fault." And he takes one good step towards the sirloin and just kicks it. Well, and he'll put the rapier away and pull out a dagger that he uses for skinning, and he will look
I
at
had the
Button.
same idea. I will join you.
Okay. So I will remind you as I am finalizing all of these various mechanics for things of you can only loot or harvest. You cannot do
Ooh.
both. And
I mean, we have 5.
because of how these are medium creatures, only 1 per creature.
Maybe loot because these were the last sapient creatures. They might have goodies in their pockets.
Oh, true, true.
I say if we divvy it up 3 loot to
Harvest.
To
Harvest.
harvest, to loot.
no 3 loot to harvest.
Or yeah, okay. I'm amenable to that.
Okay.
Well, we could just do 1 at a time. They got jack shit, then.
Yeah, we could loot and see if there's anything good on do any of them wearing any sort of like uniform or delineating clothing of any kind? Because the ones in the pictures have some sort of robe or vestment. Is these sirloins naked?
So you see the kind of ragged robes of some sort that they are wearing. They are not clean. They are not well put together like in this picture. It is something similar, but it is dirty and ragged and torn and stained at various places. They all are wearing something along those lines.
Okay, so it's a little ragged. What do y'all think? I'm still down for two harvest or 3 loot to harvest.
I'm down too.
Okay, so to harvest, who is doing what? It'll be an Arcana roll.
Booker would like to do the harvesting
Okay.
if there's no complaints.
I don't mind looting.
Okay. So, whoever is the 2 Arcana rolls, either 2 from one person or 2 from 2 different people, I will need Arcana rolls.
Can I help Booker?
Yes.
Yeah, if you want to help, then you can give an advantage.
Okay.
Booker is also going to bless himself really quick. Give a quick blurse, and then we will advantage Arcana for a 27 total.
Okay. So, 27. Where am I looking? I'm gonna go here. Why the fuck did I close this? I knew I was going to need this, but I closed it. Go ahead and roll me first a 1d3.
1d3. A 3.
Okay. And then be up on this page. Roll me a d2.
Aww.
As you start to harvest from this first sirloin, you manage to get a vial of sirloin blood.
Yeah.
That when you consume it, it'll give you resistance to psychic damage for 10 minutes.
What the fuck? Did I have a stroke? Sorry, I can't fucking type. I misspelled like 4 words. I misspelled resistance, psychic damage, and minutes.
This needs to go in my...
And I will, just for the sake of building the mechanics and stuff, if you want to try and in spare time, Joe, you specifically as a blood hunter, you can try to fuck around with any blood that you harvest in particular.
I am down with that.
That'll be your special thing.
And you said when consumed, it gave you resistance to psychic damage for an hour?
For 10
10
minutes.
Or for 10 minutes. Gotcha.
Mhm. And that is this one done.
1 vial of surly blood.
Mm-hmm. Now, is someone else harvesting the second one, or is Booker going to harvest that one too?
I've got a pretty good bonus to my Arcana. Booker's an int based, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind harvesting 2 and then looting 2. And we'll see, based on what we get, whether we harvest or loot the last guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so if Booker is harvesting the next one, go ahead and roll me Arcana again.
Button will help again, if Button can.
Mm-hmm.
Tag team knife gnome combo.
Nope. Yep.
15, okay.
15. And am I allowed to have still blessed this
Yeah,
as
allow
well?
it.
Okay. 17.
Okay. Roll me a d3. And you already know
Hey!
what to roll. To get one
Aw.
more.
Another vial of Thurlon blood. I'm okay with that.
Okay. Who, sounds like we're looting too?
Correct.
Who's looting these two? It's not going to be Arcana rolls, it's going to be d20s. So it is just straight up luck.
I'll go to these two.
Okay.
How many d20s? Just one?
2.
Oh.
Damn.
That's not bad.
Hey!
Okay. There.
Hey!
Decent. So...
Holy clickety clacks.
Dun, dun,
We've
dun,
clicked
dun, dun.
okay.
What the fuck was that chuckle?
Yeah, he snarf.
The first one you go up to, you start to kind of shuffle through the cloak and the pockets and trying to see if you can find anything. And you find kind of surprisingly neatly folded and tucked away under one of the folds of the robe a cloak that seems to be made out of very, very soft gray fur. And it's
Ooh.
almost like luxuriously soft to the touch. But as you kind of like move it and look, you can see where it's sewn on the inside. And you can tell that it is made from many, many, many pelts of something very small. And... so you'll have this. Again, I will send these out at the end of the session, unless you want to actively have Micken just sit down and cast Identify for you.
I would have him do that if he's doing nothing right now.
Okay. So you hand it over to Micken. You see here, because Identify... Come on. D&D Beyond, work with me here. Okay. So you can put it in front of him and he'll kind of like shuffle over to the wall, like kind of place his back against a wall so that he is feels a little safer. And you hand him the cloak first, and he kind of starts moving it from one hand to another and examining it very closely, and you can see the little sparks of magic coming from his fingers as he's starting to try and figure out what it is. And I will say that while he is working on it, since somebody has started him in on that process, the rest of you that have gotten magic items can give it to him. And he will start to figure those out as well, so that your characters officially know what these various things do.
Hell yeah. I don't know if it's magical, but I desperately want it to be. I'm gonna give him the what is it? I have a gem? A bloodstone.
Stone ring.
You found a bloodstone ring. I
Yeah.
think you found something else magical.
Correct. I have the bloodstone ring, and I have the bag of an abnormality, or the briefcase of abnormalities, which I will also give to him.
So the ring is not magical. It is
Damn
just
it.
worth
That's
a
fine.
lot of money, and it can be enchanted.
Ooh.
So it is not currently magical, but you can put an enchantment on it should you like. He will tell you the basics of that briefcase. He immediately seems very uncomfortable with the briefcase as soon as he figures it out, and just kind of like sets it to the side and just like pushes it across the floor in your direction. He doesn't want to hold it anymore.
Oh, give me the... It's fine. It's not gonna bite you.
This is the cloak you just found. It is a mouse skin cloak. Would require attunement. And while you are wearing it, you can communicate with any mouse, rat, or rodent, including giant rats.
Oh my god.
As
I'm
if you
all
are
about it.
under the effects of speak with animals, as long as you are wearing that cloak, so it doesn't like wear out after, or you don't have to activate it. Trixie, you got glasses last time. Do you want to give that to
Yeah,
him as well?
I was gonna ask Micken if he'd be up to
Mhm.
telling me what these do.
Yep, he will inform you. I believe I sent you the information last time. And
Thank you.
you got a dagger last time as well, Piper, I believe.
Yeah, I'll toss that to Booker.
A dagger? What does the dagger do?
If you want to post that information, because I sent that in a DM, I think.
Yeah.
And this other one that you rolled the nat 20 on, you find 2 items. First is a pipe that seems to maybe made of very dark wood and is very smooth, and it looks like it has been used frequently. However, it doesn't smell of smoke. It doesn't smell of tobacco. So, Booker, you can add the crystalline dagger to your inventory.
Okay.
And instead, it smells vaguely of flowers somehow. And it is the pipe of bubble things.
The pipe of bubble things?
Mm-hmm.
That is the cutest named item.
So you can
God.
blow bubbles with this pipe, essentially, in shapes, words, or scenes.
So cool.
Oh, the fucking caterpillar pipe thingy.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking awesome.
And you also find a quill of nearly endless ink.
Nearly endless. How can you be
Nearly.
nearly endless?
So you can essentially fill this quill up to 100 ounces of ink. And it will just store it to be, it will never dry out as long as that ink is inside of it. It is up to you to continue to fill it up. But it's seems to be nearly endless when you're actually using it.
Amazing.
It seems to be nearly endless. I think that's one of my favorite descriptions for an item.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like there's a lot in here. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is it a bottomless bottle? No, it's bottom's
No.
right there, actually.
Yeah.
Oh.
But when you're using it, it feels like there's no bottom.
Yeah, it just keeps coming out. Oh, until you run out.
But until then, it feels like nothing. It's never gonna end.
And so that is these two taken care of and looted. Do you want to lay claim to one of these items, or are you wanting to give them to anybody in particular, Piper?
Does anybody want any of these in particular?
I mean, I will take the fucking quill.
You'll take the cloak.
Give the rat cloak. I was gonna say give it to the druid, but the druid could probably just cast talk with animals.
I don't think actually.
I know I'm giving the
Fair.
dagger to Booker.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I kind of like the pipe.
The pipe is very cute.
Mm-hmm. I will say that Button is
yeah.
map maker.
You can have
Button
the
would
quill.
Button would put that quill to good fucking use.
You can have the quill. I have no use for it.
I am fine with just the dagger. I think that is more than enough for me. Thank you.
And if you want to share what your glasses do, Iris, you can, or you can keep them secret. It is up to you.
I'll keep them secret for now.
So is Micken just whispering it into our ears then?
Well, I imagine everybody is moving around and doing their own things.
Okay.
They're just because it takes him several minutes to identify things because
Okay.
it's ritual casting. So as you are looting bodies and Booker and Button are harvesting from bodies, you guys are kind of coming up and handing him like the items and coming back when he's like, I know what this does now. So that leaves one final Sirlon.
I say loot. I think the loot is better than more Sirlon blood.
Sirlon blood is not the only thing you can get. It's
This
just
is true.
You keep rolling the same thing.
This is true. We could gamble on not Sirlon blood, but I think the magic items are more fun.
What'd you say, Iris?
Oh, I said magic item.
2 votes loot.
Loot.
Who's
Cody?
rolling the d20?
Cody,
Cody.
why don't you roll?
Loot.
Roll me a d20, Cody. Everybody's asking you.
Get them fingers in there, in them pockets. Oh no! You know what? Maybe it's good.
You start shuffling through the pockets in the various folds of this robe, and you do find a hidden pocket that you reach into, and you pull out a very clearly gnawed on, half-rotten finger.
Oh.
Was once a green color, you think? Now it is gray and stinks horribly.
But is it magic?
No.
It was the finger of a wizard.
It can cast Finger of Death once per long rest.
You found the Sirlon snack.
Dude, I am 100% stealing the idea of a severed finger that casts Finger of Death.
What? No, that's my idea.
I'm stealing it.
It's literally my idea.
It's too late. I've stolen it.
Bruh.
for the D&D 5e campaign that I've never run.
One day, Joe. One day.
One day.
And that
But-
is the harvesting and looting done for the Sirlons.
Alright, I'd like to look around the room.
So it is a very high ceilinged bridge room of some sort, and that is officially this floor of the ship is considered the bridge floor. And you can see kind of the jagged holes that have been carved into the doors to get in on either side of the ship. And this is where some of the heaviest damage seems to have been applied to the Nautiloid, as there are giant holes knocked into the very sides at various points. And in fact, this stairwell that seems to be leading up to a different section of the bridge is almost completely unusable. It has been knocked down. And you can see more holes further up on these doors leading out to the forward ballistas, or at least where they would be positioned. You also see a ladder leading up to a different section of the deck, essentially this middle area. I'll go ahead. Be prepared to be blinded as we go back to the white sheet.
Thank you for preparing us.
You guys are here, which is here, so this would all be arched vaulted ceilings with a small section of the deck in the front, small section of the deck in back. One reached by stairs, the other by a ladder. And you can see an even further section at the very, very top.
That's probably this ladder that does it.
Yes, that'll go to that very top one.
Trixie is curious. We'll head up
Yeah.
to her.
Booker's gonna race you there.
And there is also a
Trixie will
door
fly.
leading
Fuck you.
that is closed, as far as you can tell, leading into a different section.
Ooh, one wants to go there.
Okay. So it sounds like there is an immediate splitting of the party, is what I am hearing.
Sirloins are
See-
dead. This is safe.
We don't know if there are any more.
You don't. Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah. However, Button is still doing this systematically of we clear one floor at a time. It is Trixie and Booker that are going off script here.
Pshaw.
Okay. So we will start with Button. So this is, you are currently in the bridge. As you go to this door and reach out and touch it to make it open, it almost seems to kind of crumble backwards. You can tell, oh, this was really fucking damaged. And as you kind of like peer through the doorway into the room beyond, you see that it is another room of some sort, like a crew room, but this one is much bigger. You see the pod positioned at the far end of the room, the kind of glass casing that would cover the mind flayer inside, facing the door, and a desk on either side of the room. One kind of like a standard writing desk, the other one large and stretched out with various charts and markings and stacks of paper and stone and metal plates on the other. And you look at it, and you have been on enough ships now that you are pretty sure this is the captain's quarters.
Well, to no one's surprise, Button is going for that second desk.
Right. So you go up to that second desk. Let me pull this up now that I don't have to have this open anymore. You do not speak deep speech. So you walk up to it and you're not really sure what the language that you see written on all of these papers and stone and metal are. It looks almost completely foreign to you. None of the languages that you know, that you are familiar with and use to any degree, share like this alphabet, share the syllabary. It is strange and kind of unsettling. However, you do notice another one of those little, almost carapace looking devices that you saw a handful of in the crew quarters, tucked under a stack of papers. Just take it. Okay.
Button is taking the maps and the charts and the weird devices. At the very least, they're cool paperweights.
Okay. You don't see any maps per se.
Wait, not
currently.
not maps. Sorry, no, like charting papers.
Mhm.
Was it? Yeah.
All right. So you can just gather all of that. You can't really tell what any of it is at the moment. Anything else you'd like to do?
I guess investigate the pod and other desk. Is anyone else with Button?
Finn,
I don't think
Liliana,
so.
did either of you go into the captain's quarter with Button?
Finn would have.
Is there anything that Finn would like to do in the captain's quarters?
No.
And
I
Cody?
heard Lily. I'm sorry.
No. I mean,
I apologize.
it's okay.
You're good.
Look for food. I mean, I don't know if there would be any here.
You know well enough that most any food that you're going to find in a mind flare room would at best be brains.
Oh, yikes.
Oh.
Okay. Never mind.
Which, I mean,
Yummy
you do
brains.
see in the corner a jar with what looks to be a half-eaten brain and some green liquid.
Hey.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Oh no. Do you need a bucket? I have one.
No, thank you.
Button actually does have a bucket in their inventory.
Micken's just like standing in the doorway, kind of like watching the smalls go to work, while also trying to keep an eye on the two other tall ones that have just gone up. And he kind of looks, like, pokes his head in, like, looks at Finn. I mean, I think there are some, like, just cultures out there that just eat brains, too. Like, I think pretty much every part of an animal gets eaten by somebody.
But that's not a space hamster brain.
True.
There is a chance it could be a very large space hamster brain. You would have to test it to make sure.
That is also true. I mean, I think I've heard of some that are, like, as big as an owl bear. Do you know what I don't know where you're from. Do you know what an owl bear is?
I'll leave the testing up to you.
As big as an owl bear. That is very large.
Micken just nods slightly.
I need to find one.
Well, I mean, I think the big ones are the nice ones, so good.
I would like to see one.
Okay. So you are walking up to the pod, correct?
Yes.
Roll me an investigation.
Oh boy. No Button's great at this. Yep. Button's too short. Cannot see into the pod.
Yeah, you're just tall enough to see over the edge, but the entire inside of the pod is tilted back just slightly, so that when they're in the pod, they are kind of laying back, and so you don't see anything really of interest to you.
But I'm gonna call over Micken.
What? I don't want to touch anything.
You are tall, correct?
He just kind of looks down at himself. Relative to you, yes.
This dude half debating if he should just say no. I am not tall.
Relative to you, that is not the question I asked. You are tall.
Looks down at himself again.
How tall is Micken?
He's 5'10".
Yeah, he's tall. Yes, you are tall. Now, I have a favor to ask of you.
Okay.
Can you see into the pod? Unfortunately, they have anti-gnome barriers up.
Is Button obviously trying to do a joke here, or is
No.
This anti-gnomic architecture.
fucking 5 on insight?
Honestly, Button, I feel like Button does have a little bit of a sense of humor of this is anti-gnome defenses, anti-me. I need help.
Micken, who has stepped 2 or 3 feet into the room, you're anti-gnome defenses, and he takes a half step back.
You are not a gnome. Relax.
What are you wanting me to do?
You can't see me, but I am doing big hand gestures as if pointing to something taller than me. And Bun just holds out a hand and gestures up and down to the foot of the pod, which I imagine goes just up to their eye level. This is not transparent. I cannot see through it. However, you do not have this issue. You can look into the pod. I would like to ask you to look into the pod.
Micken just kind of blinks.
And to please relay what you find, so I may write it down.
Okay. Slowly walks over. Okay, investigation. God damn. I sometimes forget he's a wizard.
I didn't.
That is 23 total. And he will walk over to the pod and kind of first kind of circle around it once, very much in not the let me consider this, more of the is this thing booby trapped somehow? And once he is fairly confident it's not going to insta-kill him somehow, he walks up to it and kind of leans over it to kind of start examining, first not touching it, and then very carefully kind of reaching out and like one finger touch the metal and like jerk back really fast, and then hand jerk back really fast, and then okay, actually start to like poke and prod at things. And he just kind of like tilts his head a little bit, and I think this is maybe a bed for them. It's kind of squishy in the back. I don't like it. What do you want to know in particular?
Everything.
Oh
I would like to
boy.
know everything.
And he will go into relatively detailed description of the inside of this pod.
Thank you. Hell yeah. Button writes all of this down.
He not super thrilled about it, but by the very last couple of things, you can see the mechanic brain starting to try and kick in, and you can see like he asks like one or two like little questions, but he is also very much not willing to explore those questions currently.
Mm-hmm. Button is taking all the help they can get.
Okay. So, Button, Liliana, and Finn were in the captain's quarters. So, Trixie and Booker went up. Trixie flying, Booker climbing the ladder.
He saw her going for the ladder, tried to beat her there, and then she just took the fuck off, and he's under his breath. It's like, you fucking cheater.
So, Booker would hit 3 first. Let me double check the map. And are you stopping at 3, or are you just trying to get to the very top, Trixie?
Oh, I was getting to 3. I mean, unless we're racing further. Are we racing further?
Getting to 3 was what Booker wanted.
Okay.
So, as
Bastard.
you come up the ladder, you see that this is kind of sparsely decorated. There's some semi-intricate carvings in the black flooring and walls of this section. And it doesn't take too long to realize why. As you see, pushed against the back wall, the remnants of a raised platform with a chair on it, which you both immediately recognize to be a spelljamming helm. And sitting in the chair is a rotting, headless corpse
Oof.
of a mind flayer. And you can see it leaning, the body leaning kind of in an uncomfortable angle that suggests that more than just the head is wrong with it. And see the deep carving and gashes along the platform and the telltale shattered pieces of crystal that would be on the underside of a functioning spelljamming helm.
Booker climbing up the ladder after Trixie, just like, you aren't allowed to, and then sees the thing and just goes, oh, okay, well, goes for his fucking cutting dagger.
Okay, harvest or loot.
Actually, you know what? This is a spelljammer. We're gonna. I'm thinking loot. Check the pockets of the magic thing.
Sure. I was gonna leave it to you. I was just gonna assist if you ended up harvesting. So.
Probably loot.
Okay. D20.
You want to roll it, Trixie?
Sure. Unless you want to.
No, you go for it.
Oh, just barely what you needed. As two of you go up to this body and kind of start trying to pick through the pockets of this mind flayer, you have to kind of push and let it thunk off of the chair to get to it fully, and you can see just the sheer amount of damage that has been done to the spelljamming helm as you push it off. But well, you guys don't have Micken at the moment. Never mind. As you go digging through, you find a smooth crystal stone that's about the size of your palm that gleams with just a sheen of magic inside, almost like you tilt it at just the right angle and it seems like there is light inside of its own volition.
Kind of like a lamp.
Oh my god.
You found the lamp. Congratulations.
Campaign over.
Shiny?
Lamp?
Oh
Pretty
no.
light?
Lamp? Lamp?
Pretty light?
I wasn't picking it up
It's
until I
not-
realized that you're a fucking moth.
It's not glowing, I will say,
But pretty light.
but it does sparkle at the right moments.
It's shiny.
It's a shiny.
I do like shinies.
You know how to kill her now.
I do.
Complete with the anti-bug bug
This has been
zapper.
a thing since like session 0. So
Fair.
But this is the first time you've done it to something that could potentially be very bad for you. So,
Mhm.
wisdom
So
saves
yes.
and shinies for the moth. That's how I beat this team. And it will leave Button all by their lonesome.
So you're just pocketing the glowy thing?
no, she's looking at it. It's kind of like bringing it up to the light, looking at it, and
Ooh, shiny.
yeah, it's pretty.
Booker just watching her examine it and will take a step forward. He doesn't recognize it in any meaningful way, does he?
No, it's something
Yeah.
you know it is magical. Beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Mm-hmm. Well, we need the wizard boy.
Yeah, I'm sure Micken will be able to figure out what it does.
I will say it looks vaguely. No, my computer froze right when I was going to share this. Okay.
Yeah,
Next
Z.
stop is upstairs. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say Z. Trixie's curious. That is how you killed the moth.
Okay, give my computer a minute or two to fucking sort its life out. There we go.
Does Booker look interested in this gem?
Interested in the fact that he knows there's some shit in it. Like he recognizes magic when he sees it, and that always makes him a little bit anxious. But he is not interested in it more than that. It's more academic.
Want to take a peek? Oh, that's so cool.
You just cemented Trixie's interest in this.
Kind of.
Would she have even offered a peek at that?
Looks like a fucking teleport pyramid from.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
1 degree of separation away from a tesseract of
Yeah.
danger. Booker will raise an eyebrow and like kind of staring at it in your hand, and he will take a step forward and be like, "Let me see."
She'll hold it up for him.
We'll say that both of you can try to roll Arcana to try and figure out if there's a little bit more you can figure out about it. but specifics would have to be reserved for an identify spell. Or attunement.
Oh, the temptation. I rarely ever get the opportunity to
I'm attuning to
attune.
it.
You motherfucker!
You have to tune over a short rest. You
Yeah,
I'm
can't
gonna attune to it. I'm gonna try to.
attunement will take a rest, but
Booker will look at it, and he will. Can he still attempt an Arcana roll just looking at it, unless
Yeah.
Tricky shoves it in her pocket?
yeah, as
No,
long
she still show it.
yeah, one or both of you can try an Arcana roll to figure out a little bit about it.
Can I
I'm gonna give it a.
assist?
No, you cannot
Yeah.
assist on this.
Okay.
He is not
We're gonna give
actively
this a
doing
shot.
anything. You cannot help him sort through his brain.
An 11. That was a low roll.
Roll. Hey!
You managed to out Arcana him.
Hey!
He's connecting with
I
the
know
shiny.
I know shiny when I see it.
This thing's premium shiny.
Yeah.
Looking
Trixie
quite
had to be like,
between the
I
teeth.
know shit that you don't. Neener, neener, neener.
Booker, you. Let's see, what of this can I tell you here? You have seen enough magic items in your time that there is something about the way that the magic inside the stone is moving that you're fairly sure this is a storage device of some sort. For magic in particular. Trixie, as you're examining this stone and kind of mesmerized by it, you remember vaguely some of the, like, tall tales from sailors that you read in the academy. While all of your friends were trying to study hard about the details of ships and animals and creatures and places, you managed to stumble across a book of stories. Some fictional, some not, some somewhere in between. And you're pretty sure you saw an illustration of a stone like this in a story connected to some god or goddess of knowledge and prophecy.
But you motherfucker. You
Has
put
chosen
this
me.
you put this shit in the hands of the moth?
It has chosen me.
You're the one that said, go ahead and roll.
Motherfucker. You know what you did.
And this is not even me putting this in. This is actually straight from the fucking module. Pretty much all the other magic item bullshit I just tossed in for the shits and giggles. This is from the module.
So, yeah, Trixie said it has chosen me.
She said that? She said that
Yes.
out loud.
Yes, she did.
Booker blinks for a second
Oh.
and then does like a half head shake as he readjusts his fucking ears and then looks at her. And he is gonna look back at the thing and then reach out very slowly to try and take it.
Like trying to take a toy from like a dog.
Yeah, he's not gonna just lash out. You don't want to startle the moth.
Wait, what? What are you doing?
I just want to say it. Let me say it.
You're not gonna like take it, right?
What? Me? No, I've never taken nothing.
That's a fucking insight versus deception check right there.
Yeah. I'm wondering if Trixie would trust him or not.
Rolling deception. No.
Oh, the answer is no.
Trixie has high wisdom.
Yeah, the answer is
I can't.
no trust. It's my shiny.
Okay. She narrows her eyes, but she'll get closer to him and put it in front of his face. There, look at it.
You get closer and put it in front of his face. Booker, like, you still haven't handed it to him,
Correct.
so he's gonna look at it a little bit closer, and then just eyeball it, and you can see like the calculating measure in like the darkness of the sclera of his eyes, and he's just gonna fucking snatch at it. And now the trap has to be sprung. It is now or never to get it away from the moth.
Dex
Fuck no.
checks.
Keep in mind here, Joe. Trixie flipped someone out of a bed for nothing. For almost
I
nothing.
know. Booker doesn't know, but Booker's like
He's
he is seeing what he thinks to be like the fucking magic of compulsion in your eye, and he's like, I want that shit. I do not want you to
Booker's
have
about to
it.
get Sparta kicked down the fucking ladder.
So, what dex? Just a dex check? Flat
Yep.
dex?
Yep.
Okay. Dex. Dex save. Just roll d20. And that's
Oh no!
a plus
Heavy.
4.
That beats.
Damn it! We have the same deck. I just know. I was like, no, there's no way. You rolled a 5. It's gonna be better than me.
It was very close, though. It's shockingly close for two Dex-based characters.
Yeah. You rolled a 3 and a 5.
She was too mesmerized, but then noticed hand and just kind of like raised it above his head.
You motherfucker! Give me that shit.
Sure, if you can reach it. And she'll start hovering a little bit.
What the? He's like, you float up in the air, and now Booker is offended. This is beneath me.
I mean, you are shorter.
Oh, for fuck's sake! And he just throws his hands up, and he is going up the ladder to number 1.
Okay.
Is this open right here, by the way?
Yes, it is
3?
open.
Okay, so Trixie will float up like here to get to 1, essentially.
I have
you-
a fucking net or something.
If you scroll down to the side cut of the nautiloid, you can kind of see how the different decks are stacked up, because this would be decks A, B, and C.
Mm-mm.
So,
Oh, okay.
Booker climbs up the ladder to the topmost deck. And about this time would be when the captain quarter crew would wrap up Micken's explanation of the pod. Anything else the three of you want to do in the captain's quarters?
Other than just take everything.
Take all the things.
This is knowledge.
I do not think all of this would fit on the ship, though.
Well, all of these small papers and small shell things.
Let us not waste too much time here.
Nod. Just, Button was just like neatly folding, not folding, but like neatly putting paper, like the charts, into like a fucking like makeshift folder. Button just hears that, it's like, you are right. swipes it all into a bag off the table. Let us go.
They're probably fighting over something, knowing them. Let's go.
Okay.
This is most likely. They went very high up.
That's not good. I think Booker might be at a disadvantage.
That would be correct.
Oh boy.
It is fine. Let us join them.
So I read him say, "It's fine. It's just Booker."
Button
Micken-
doesn't hate Booker, man.
Micken is just imagining fucking walking out the doorway and Booker just thunking onto the ground in front of him. Oh no.
If Booker falls, I will do my very best to catch him.
I mean, yes, but Booker is a lot bigger than your arms. I think it would just be him landing on you more than you catching him.
I have 2 points to make. The first one, I am stronger than I appear. The second one, if I fail and he falls to the ground, I can heal him.
I wasn't trying to make a statement on your strength. I am very aware that you are weirdly strong, but I'm
Nod.
making more of a physics comment considering your. And he just kind of like gestures like as if kind of measuring Button with his hands.
Micken,
Yes.
I think it is time for us to climb the ladder.
Okay. Immediately turns to start climbing the ladder.
We're all tired of this negativity, Micken. Sick of it, even.
No, Button just is growing impatient.
So, you guys can hear, I imagine, the faint bickering of Booker and Trixie as they reach the very top floor. 3 is the spell-jamming helm, and 1, as you reach the top and move on to what looks to be kind of this long causeway that stretches to the center of the room. You can see at one end of the catwalk, positioned in the exact center to be able to oversee as much as possible in the floors below, is a massive, imposing chair that you can see little gems embedded into the wood. And sitting on it, much like the spell-jamming helm, is a rotting, headless mind flayer corpse that, unlike the others that you have come across, you can see a faint glow coming from it. And as you watch, and I apologize for those of you with bug issues, as you watch, you can see crawling of glowing green maggots
Ugh.
coming and going from underneath the clothing.
Booker climbs up again, this time more audibly behind Trixie, saying, "You can't fucking fly every time there's a goddamn ladder. It's not safe, and it's not fair."
Well, I mean, you could let me climb the ladder first. Then there wouldn't be a problem.
No. You're not allowed to climb the ladders first. Seniority goes first. He points to himself.
And why what happened to chivalry?
I don't give a shit about chivalry. Fucking, I've got work to do. And he will push past her a little bit, not like aggressively, but sidestep around her to go look at the corpse, and then kind of grimace at it.
We're very different from when we met. Shaking her head.
Well, we had a.
jokingly.
Yep. Well, you met me when I was in a good mood, and we had just come off a good job. Now we're on a fucking hellish spaceship with all this nonsense going on. Plus, you're annoying. He crosses his arms.
She gives put a hand over her mouth as if she was gasping. I never.
Booker just looking surly. Like, seeing that nothing he's said has landed is just like this fucking stupid goddamn trying to argue with a stupid motherfucking doesn't even care, disrespecting.
Look, how about this? You can look at the glowy corpse this time, okay? Does that make you feel better?
Maybe. He takes out his dagger and he's going to loot it, but like I'm just for the flavor of it, he's taking his dagger and like carefully preening apart it and checking the pockets to look for things. That way he doesn't have to poke it with his fingers because it's full of maggots.
But you are indeed touching it with something.
Yes, he is. He is in fact touching the corpse with a thing.
Okay.
What could that possibly mean? Nothing bad, I
Hope you
assume.
like maggots.
As soon as you kind of lift a flap of the coat that this corpse is wearing to like look underneath it, you immediately hear a buzzing from inside. And okay. Probably initiative real fast.
Oh shit.
Corruption has found us.
The hive.
Fucking Trixie, stop distracting me.
Oh, you gotta put your token.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just put him on the blank space in the map.
Boop.
I assume I am included in this?
Yep.
Okay.
I believe in you guys. We're making our
I'll
way
roll.
up the ladder.
Hi, buddy.
There we go.
We're just
You
gonna
can
use
put
this.
9 in, but now it's on the. You
feel
can't even roll a 2.
Yeah. Why does it keep doing that?
It's rolling. It just says your what? 1d20 plus.
I rolled initiative. Well, if I rolled a 2, I have a +4, so it's 6.
Okay.
So.
I'm just gonna. It is not a Ceylon, but I'm gonna put the Ceylon on there to have something.
Flashbacks.
And
I just want to clarify this, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Trixie did not intend for Booker to spring a trap, even though I had a feeling it was a trap. This was not Trixie's intent.
Lies.
It's fine. It's never. It's only fair that Booker get
Karma.
dinged with a trap when he is being surly. Get it? Like sirloin.
It's karma. And also, to be fair, if Trixie was or wasn't there, he'd still string the trap.
That's true. He was gonna investigate it.
Mm-hmm.
So, as the buzzing picks up, you're immediately swarmed by a swarm of insects that essentially seem to jump out from this corpse and underneath it and up your arm and across your body. Of these glowing green, almost beetle-looking things, and they feel like they are everywhere. Let us see here. It shall attack. Ba-ba-ba. 21 will hit.
Yep.
What is this?
God damn. It's a buggo swarm.
It's a swarm of
Buggo
insects.
Swarm of insects, thank you.
2, 4, 7, 10. You'll take 10 piercing damage as the swarm runs across you and starts biting into whatever exposed flesh they can manage to get their little pincers into.
Oh.
Okay, Booker. You have
Well.
been consumed.
Booker has the dagger
Subsumed.
out, so he is going with the dagger. He is going to immediately. Oh, fucking. Yeah, he's going to immediately just blood right and swing. So, dealing a d6 to myself. God, all that healing. How much damage did the bugs do? 10?
Yes.
Oh, boy. Okay, then Booker is going to attack with... He has the dagger out, so... Where is it? I have it here. Yeah.
That's piercing
Aw.
damage. You didn't roll your to hit.
It didn't roll to hit. I want to roll to hit. This one.
Yep. It should be easy to hit these things, but the 9's not going to hit. 15 will definitely hit.
15, thank God. So the 15 hits for max of 10 damage. Thank God. And also a d6 of lightning damage. There it is. So 13 damage. You hear Booker just like immediately scream as a bunch of horrible bugs descend upon him and start swiping at it with a knife.
And okay, that'll do some good damage to it. Trixie.
I have a question.
Yes.
Could I, after using my astral arm ability, try to swipe the bugs off of Booker?
I really
Like,
want
with
you
the
to just
astral
like
arms?
slap with like 12 arms. I really want you to slap with 12 arms.
Something like that.
Like when you're like trying to like squash the fly or the mosquito that's on your friend and you're just like, I'm sorry, smack. I just want you to do that with all 12 arms.
Yeah, I was basically, can I do that with the, my idea was when using that ability to make a dex save or whatever, if I could target Booker to get the bugs off of him, essentially.
Yeah, I will say that if Booker also have to roll, but to be the nice DM in the moment, if he fails, he won't take damage. He'll just be knocked on his ass.
Is this allowed,
Oh God.
Joe?
Yep.
I-
What do I have to roll?
It's a
Dex
dex
save.
I'm good at those, supposedly. I've heard rumors.
That'll do it.
Hey!
That's a nat 20 from the bugs.
Ah, damn.
Fuck these fucking bugs, man.
These bugs.
Well, I mean, at the very least, got him off of Booker. That's important. And now attack. Because they're not going to take that damage. 1. Okay.
That won't hit. hit.
And then flurry. Oh, wait, no, I can't flurry. Never mind. We're good.
Oh, you had a key point
Cool.
or something?
Is the bonus action she had to use to activate her shit.
Yeah.
Ah.
I was barely still alive. There's a couple of them left. As they surge forward, and let me see. Evens, Booker, odds, Trixie. Trixie.
Good. Trixie wants to take a hit for Booker.
That is a 19 plus some, so it will hit. And this damage, because they are so low, this will be 8 damage as these last remaining bugs scurry across the floor and up your legs, biting onto every bit of skin that they can manage to get to. Booker? Last couple are on Trixie.
Great. Good. Well, Booker's going after it with the dagger as best he can, because they're all on Trixie, right?
Yep.
Oh, do I have anything for this? Eldritch Blast? If I shoot Eldritch Blast,
Just hit me. I'll be fine.
It's like they're already
got
fucking
it.
hurting me. Stop it.
fine. Yep. Booker's gonna go after it with the dagger and just try to turn it upside down and just kind of poke.
I mean, you need to do enough damage to kill her once over. You gotta
Whoops!
total
I
it up.
accidentally hit Eldritch Blast. That was meant to be the dagger.
You crit, though.
Crit.
Too late.
Pretty crit.
I'm re-rolling.
13 will
13.
hit, and 10 will kill the last of them.
Hey.
You okay?
I'm fine. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Right as Booker started screaming is when everybody else hit the spell jamming deck. And you guys are like, whoever went up the ladder first, just poking your head over the ladder onto the catwalk as they are managing to kill the last of the bugs.
Are we interrupting something?
There were some nasty grubs. I fucking hate this place.
Grubs, I see. I understand.
You want me to make sure there aren't any left in there?
No, I got it. Shouldn't be too much of them left, if nothing.
You know, I'll keep an eye out for you.
Sure, thanks. And Booker's gonna go back to the corpse with the knife, and he is going to, like, any movement just gets a stab.
There's a few of the glowing maggots still left, but it seems like all of the bugs, fully formed bugs, are gone.
Trixie will help with her astral arms and swat and smack anything else that's moving as well.
Looking at the back of the group, I don't think they're okay.
No. However, they are both alive.
I think we might have been interrupting something.
You just get this like, nope. I'm not thinking about that.
Button tilts head. There was a bug fight. I would like to investigate the bugs.
You can investigate the fucking squished remains.
Yeah.
It is bug
just-
paste on the floor.
This is just Button, like, investigate. It's like, oh yeah, Mind Flayer body. I was like, what are these space insects? Button. That's what Button's attention is on, and has gotten Toad's attention too.
I'm gonna be real with you. It's just a swarm of insects. I got nothing special.
I know. It's just that's what Button is looking at right now.
Okay. Booker and Trixie. Looting or harvesting number 1, because I'm assuming that's what you're planning on.
Looting, I say.
Okay. So that'll be a D20 from one of you.
I'm taking this one.
Yeah, I'm saying do the honors. Like Trixie was giving this to Booker.
Yeah, that for the record, that's Booker talking, not Joe. Booker's just like, let me do it. I already paid with it with bugs and blood.
Okay, and then I will need investigation checks from both of you as well.
Investigation? I'm good at those. Ah, figures. You bastard.
Trixie, investigation. Actually, I will, as your reward, let me look at this. 14 and a 9. 14? No, 21 and 9. Okay. So, as you're picking through this corpse, you see here. Roll me a d10, Joe.
Pain. On Einzisveen. 7. Nice.
Let's get to this one. Oh, that'll be... You did good. You find a dagger still on the belt of this mind flayer. And the dagger itself seems to be made of that... Joe, the word I always forget every time we play this fucking game. Insect.
Arachnid?
No.
Oh, chitin.
Chitin, yes. Made out of chitin. Same that is making up a majority of this ship. And as you pick it up, you can see that even though it is made out of this material, it is stained with old blood still. And it is another one that you get a sense that there is something with this. And you can either have it identified or tuned to figure out what it is. And you also, as you pick it up and are kind of examining it, the body shifts just slightly, sinking further down in the chair. You see, with your passive investigation that you have, a little notch in the arm of the chair that doesn't quite look like it belongs.
A notch in the chair?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Booker's going to pocket the dagger and immediately go, like, as his eye catches that little notch, he will move towards it while taking the dagger and flipping it and sticking it into his belt. What is this notch?
You kind of poke around. You very quickly realize it is a hidden latch.
Can I flip it?
Mm-hmm.
Activate it?
You flip it and a little compartment in the side of the chair pops open and you see a scroll inside.
Little compartment opens up with a scroll, and Booker looks at it and just raises an eyebrow and just goes, "Well, I'll be. Would you look at this?" And we'll reach over and take the scroll out.
And you have
What is
just
this scroll?
obtained a magic scroll with Wall of Force.
Yo,
That's a pretty good one.
can we even use that? I mean, we're taking it.
Is there a limit to spell scrolls that you can use?
Well, yeah. If you use the scroll once, it's consumed.
Yeah.
But
It's a
don't
matter
know
of it's a class. You have to have access to that. Like only a warlock could use a like Eldritch Blast spell
Mhm.
scroll, for instance. It's class restricted still. It just means that you don't have to waste a spell slot or a knowledge slot.
What is that? A 7th level spell?
5th.
5th level.
As I
Wow.
know,
Okay.
it's
Gonna
only
get it for a long time.
wizards, right?
Micken's got a good gift coming. Unless one of us can use it.
Technically, I will, because of the composition of the party, I will also say Finn can use it, because 2 of the base artificer things
Ooh.
can use it, so I'll say Finn can also use a Wall of Force scroll.
A
Because it's wizards and then certain subclasses of paladins and artificers.
Okay. Well, Booker takes the scroll and sticks that in his belt as well, and looks at Trixie and will put his hands on his hip and pull the knife that he found back out and kind of look at it and be like, "Well, got another cool knife. I got probably a present for Micken or Finn.
Nice.
But that's about all that's up here." Booker is going to put the knife back in his belt and just discreetly attune to it.
Okay. So, I will say that we'll go ahead and end it here, so we'll wrap up the ship next time. And I am willing to bet that the session after that, probably halfway through, you guys will get a opportunity to level up, and we are very rapidly approaching. There's a little bit of something in between finishing the ship and a little bit of something between the ship and the Rock of Brawl, which is the massive city that is unique to Spelljammer. Which I imagine all of you are going to be spending quite a bit of time in to just kind of explore and look at things before you're progressing the story. So be prepared for that, and be potentially prepared for a couple of sessions where, depending on what you guys do and how you guys want to handle things, where we might have a session or two where only 1 or 2 people have kind of focused things going on, where they go look at something or go do something. If everybody splits up, or everybody goes as a pack to go do these things. So that is the warning for what I'm expecting to happen here.
So this will be like 1 or 2 person focused sessions where it's like everyone else is kind of off doing a different thing, and it's really like the X and Y show.
Potentially, depending on what you guys want to do and how fast you guys want to progress things, like what you're chasing down, whether you're chasing down the main story, or if you hit the city and everybody's like, I want to go check these things out really fast, or do these things really fast. So it's up to you, but just know that the big city is coming. NPC craziness is coming. Wish me luck and start thinking about your level up, because that'll either happen end of next session or halfway through the session after.
Let's go.
Good session.
Wait, what was that last bit?
Very good.